What's up, y'all? It's your guy, eBay in the building with my guy Victor. This is the Bay Area podcast number two. We had a lot of great boxing that we were not able to talk about with you guys here, but we're here to recap. This weekend, the last few weekends, and the coming up big PBC card. We're gonna see um where 154, the landscape of that division, what it's going to look like, and I think it's going to answer a lot of questions with Keith Thurman versus Fundora. But let's talk about the fights that happened this weekend. um who do you think won the boxing show war, if you want to call it? And let me introduce my guy Victor, by the way, the greatest co-host any boxing host can ask for.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honor to be working with you. I got the impression that the vibe on Pro Box was like it was a bit stronger than the one in on the DAZN card. It felt more
Yeah.
energetic. How about you?
Yeah, so me personally, like I'm a big Pro Box guy. They
Yeah,
have for sure won me over. I think they have a kind of like this indie feel to them, but they deliver.
yeah,
They've consistently delivered. When you talk about main event versus main event, Carlos Adames he is sensational, man. So when you talk about the talent level, main event versus main event, I I I think, I mean, Adamas, Ammo Williams, I don't know. Like, we'll talk about the fight and
yeah.
how he fought,
I was gonna
but
say shout out to that girl though who's just came out of the coma on one of
yeah,
those undercards.
yeah, for
That
sure.
was a bad knockout.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the way Pro Box matches these guys up, even with their younger talent, it's something, man. I really do enjoy watching. I know there were some complaints. I don't know if you saw some of the guys that fought on the undercard of Pro
Yeah,
Box.
yeah. There was a lot of like early stoppages,
Yeah,
people that quit. It wasn't the strongest pro box card. Like if you were introducing somebody to Showbox, Pro Box, my bad. I'm
yeah,
still thinking Showtime.
yeah,
Uh, if you were introducing someone into Pro Box and show them that card, I'm not sure that's the right card to show because
yeah,
aside from the main event, it was there was a lot of like early knockouts and
yeah.
people that that kind of gave up on themselves, quit on the stool. But
Mm,
I mean, Pro Box they went from somewhere where like I used to be like, oh, if I happen to be home, I'll catch it,
yeah.
to like, okay, I got to go home early because Pro Box is coming on.
I was blessed. I was off that day, and I really enjoyed myself. It's just one of those cards where the crowds aren't that big, but they're energetic. They
Yeah,
have energy. They're like, these guys are interested to watch this
yeah,
card, and
real fight
li-
fans.
exactly, right. Like, just to speak about it. Early fight of the year contender Najee Lopez versus Gallegos. That crowd reaction was insane. You
Yeah,
know, and then just to see the reception that Lester Martinez got.
yeah,
It was not. They showed up for him big time.
yeah. It
Yeah,
wasn't in a big venue either, but it
yeah,
felt huge.
yeah. Like, how many people do you think? Is it like 1,000, or do you think
Yeah,
they're
I'd say
close?
somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was yeah, I was let's talk about the main event, Lester Martinez. I was impressed, man. I was impressed. He, for a bigger
Yeah, yeah,
guy, he's very slick. And I I I I I, I don't know how to say it, but I think Bomac, he got something up his sleeve with this kid, man. He has some real legit talent. I've been
yeah.
very impressed. Yeah.
His footwork was pretty good on that in that fight.
The split jab, and then him adding the hook off the split jab while he's slipping. He did some really underrated things. When I look at bigger guys like that are super buff, muscular, like Lester, I kind of like, you have that weird thing where you judge him. You're like, oh, he's gonna be slow. He's not gonna be as technical.
Hmm.
But he is just slick, man. He is
Yeah,
very slick for his size. And I was impressed, man. Obviously, I do think stylistically, Aleem, with all due respect to him, he came to fight. He really did. But I think stylistically this was a good matchup for him. He
Yep.
didn't know he didn't effectively use his jab. I felt like he tried it, but he had his moments, he had his spurts, but I just felt like in that fight Lester was in cruise control. He controlled the whole fight, to be honest. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just the rhythm, just the defense, the way he was kind of like catching shots, returning. It was like he was in control. You could tell
Hmm.
he was, yeah, he was running the show there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Aleem was active, but like like when like you see guys, they're kind of like panicky active. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I got that a lot from Aleem. He had a very panicky jab. Like I thought he did good in the first round, but after that, I mean, after Lester got his timing, I think it
Yeah.
was
And when you're
actually well.
panicky, you burn a lot of energy too.
Yeah, yeah. It came off like he was um
He was throwing to be throwing, not like thinking
yeah,
about
like
what shots or where to place those shots or whatever.
yeah, I 100% agree. I think yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, he was not effectively doing what he needed to do in that fight to really win, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, so and then I mean Carlos Adames, man. That guy, even though I think Emma Williams, he fought a valiant fight, tough guy.
Yeah.
Um I I am so impressed with Carlos's ability to really adapt to fighters. Like
Yeah.
when he fought Hamza Shiraz, he kept his head movement on point. And when he fought Emma Williams, the way, like if you want to show someone how to fight against another southpaw, you know what I'm saying? When you have that southpaw versus orthodox matchup, that's how you do it, man. That's how you use your cross as a jab. The way he knocked him down with that double cross, and just slipping his head out of the center line, just I mean,
Yeah.
he looked amazing.
Yeah.
Um, and Ammo's the longer guy, and he didn't effectively use his reach at all, you
That
know?
was the best Adamas I've ever seen. And it's like people like, oh, he didn't get the stoppage. I'm like, yeah, but you never seen him box like that.
I mean, he was close, bro. He was close, man. Ammo Williams is a tough dude,
Good
man.
defense. He had good defense that night too.
And you look at Ammo Williams' face, man. I mean, he went straight to the ER. I know he did. Like
Yeah,
there
yeah.
he got beat up, bro. I mean, yeah,
I think
he
he left some of himself in the ring that night.
yeah, for sure. I mean, he got beat up bad against Hamza Shiraz, but uh Carlos Adames, I mean, I think a lot of people got to start recognizing him. I feel like he didn't have a lot of hype coming into 2026. I think Janabek like late 2025 was the guy. I mean, he was in talks to fight potentially Crawford,
Yeah.
but he popped. And I think Damas, with the performance against Shiraz, I know it wasn't like it wasn't spectacular, but in my opinion, I think a lot of people that watched that fight, I think a lot of people thought sure Adamas won. Him at 168, like both those guys, honestly, at 168 are going to destroy that old guard. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's funny, like I was watching both fights at the same time, and
Mhm.
I was like, "Ooh, is there a chance that Lester Martinez and Adamas will one day get it on?" And sure enough,
Yeah.
like I think over the weekend, Adamas announced that he's gonna move up to 168.
I mean, what's left for him at 160? I mean,
Yeah.
Janovic's not there. I mean, the Lara fight, I would like to see that, but just for more like just name value and building Adamas. But I mean, if you want the big fights, I mean, he has to go, and it depends on how good Shiraz do. I mean, they might have to run that back. I mean, it's
Hmm.
technically a draw. You know what I'm saying? So everything is not proven, but I mean, I enjoyed the DAZN show. There wasn't really nothing to talk about, but besides the two main events. But I enjoyed myself watching both those cards. I just think, and we'll kind of talk about DAZN, and obviously their merger with Top Rank. But I really hope when they do that merger with Top Rank, they have to change some of the commentators. They got to switch it up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they got to get rid of this like just crew of guys that they have with Golden Boy, and I don't know how they're gonna do it necessarily, but I would like to see some switch ups.
I actually miss like when Andre Ward and Tim Bradley were together
Yeah, they were a good duo on Top Rank,
because
and
they were actually a comedic duel without they were funny without trying to be because you got Andre
mm,
Ward the straight guy and then you got
yeah,
Tim Bradley the he's not he doesn't try to be funny but he says things that are just out
yeah.
of there right
Yeah, I know he's a funny guy. I mean, Tim Bradley. I mean, him leaving Top Rank, he has been hilarious. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah
I think it's been the best thing for him. But I'd love to see him get a job back with commentating. And speaking about Top Rank. The news came out they're merging with DAZN. How do you feel about that? Are you happy or what you thinking?
yeah I mean I always think it's no matter what platform it is the more boxing the better
Yeah, right. Yeah. So me personally, like when when I was and I don't know how long Golden Boy has. I'm hearing they're not they're like I think they're up on their contract, right, with the zone.
hmm
But well, you saw the last Golden Boy card, right? We
yeah
Candace Sims, Barboza. I kind of want to talk about that before we talk about the top ranked zone thing. The comments, and I'm not saying Barboza, he boxed his ears off. I'm
yeah
gonna
yeah
give him nothing but credit. But oh my god, like if you weren't watching it, you were thinking like, "Wow, Kenneth Sims is a bum." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, it wasn't one of those fights where like I was just you could just tell who they favored, you know?
yeah yeah I think towards the end if they made those kind of comments about Kevin Sims it's reasonable because he really
Yeah,
was not doing that well. Like Barboza really took over in the later rounds, but
yeah,
early in the fight they were already like talking Barboza up. You
yeah.
know.
And I don't I really do wonder that kind of like commentating momentum shift because I mean they had the scorecards, right? The unofficial scorecards on the screen. I don't know if that was told to Kenneth in the corner, but Kenneth fought not like himself, in my opinion. I don't know what he was trying to do in there. I don't know if he was trying to force a knockout, but Kenneth is slick, man. He's way better than what he showed. And no, Barboza has a pretty good resume right now. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. Like all respect to him, he's exceeded a lot of my expectations personally. But and I didn't see him getting that far. But in my humble opinion, I don't know. Like me personally, like I'm like I think Kenneth Sims lost that fight more than Barboza like really
yeah.
showed. You know?
I was talking to somebody that you and I both know, and we used to
Yeah,
train with, and I said it's like it feels like he has an identity crisis
yeah,
in the ring.
yeah,
Like he's not sure who he wants to be in that ring, and
mm,
there's some mental roadblocks.
yeah,
Like he did pretty well when he actually like made Barboza come to him. That was
yeah,
probably his best round. And
yeah,
then
yeah. I
and then
agree.
and then he stopped doing that.
Yeah, and it was crazy to me, man. Barboza is, and it's wild to say it, but out of all his performances, it's probably his most complete performance I've ever seen from him against top level competition. But I just saw so many mistakes Kenneth was doing, like
Yeah.
forcing the inside work,
hmm
off the front foot. I just saw so many things that I was like, man, and like Barboza was, I mean, using the jab beautifully, but it was like Kenneth wasn't even moving his head in moments. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And he
Like,
was switching stances all the time for no apparent reason. Like there's got to be a reason, a purpose why you're switching from
yeah,
orthodox to southpaw. If you're just doing it for the heck of doing it, if anything, that your opponent sees that and they look at it like, oh, I'm frustrating you,
yeah,
rather than oh, you're trying to confuse me.
yeah, I 100% agree. And yeah, I was just like, I mean, I don't know, but the commentator team with Golden Boy, I mean, Golden Boy in general is just been a joke. I mean, uh, I don't know, but I am happy that Top Rank is with the Zone. I think it's a big deal for him. Now, did you watch the little fighter presser that they did?
No, I haven't
Keisha,
seen that yet.
so there was did you see the clip with Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason?
I did see that.
Okay, so now obviously, I mean, they got to showcase their top ranked guys, right? But isn't it weird that Keyshawn he acts so tough with Abdullah Mason, but he doesn't have that same energy with Andy Cruz? Like, and I like Keyshawn, I really do, but do you think Keyshawn sees something that he can exploit? That's why, like, I know, like this is the second time he's done this, you know.
Yeah, I think he feels that there's something about maybe he's too young for to take a fight like that right now or something. You
Yeah,
know,
he's not mature enough for sure. I do agree.
but
Abdul is not mature enough, but I think we lost Victor. I think we lost Victor. Hopefully, it comes back. But me personally, I think Abdullah um would give uh Keyshawn a lot of problems if he when he matures and gets to a new level. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, hopefully Victor comes back. Uh, let me see. Peace. Okay. Yeah. Little technical difficulties with my guy. But yeah, yeah, man. Okay. You good, Victor? Yeah, let me.
Think you guys can hear me. I'm gonna try to contact Victor real quick, see if he's all right. But yeah, like I said, I think Keyshawn. Um, I think Keyshawn sees something in an Abdullah Mason that he can exploit. But I just find it very funny that he goes after guys like like Abdullah Mason, but he does not go after the Andy Cruz and those guys. Oh, you good, Victor? Hello? Can you hear me?
I think we're all good. But yeah, like I was saying, Victor. I was kind of talking about how Keyshawn. Can you hear me? No, no. Oh, let me make sure. Can you hear me now? I don't know.
Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. All right. Just do it like this for a little bit. Yeah, like I was saying though, I think with the Keyshawn matchup with Abdullah Mason, I think he sees like kind of an easy pick in right now. But if you ask me in a couple years, when Abdullah Mason really truly matures and he gets that defense in order, he's a tough cook crack. So there's a part of me that's like, man, maybe he wants to like get an early win that looks good on his resume, but at the same time, you, I do think it's a little bit of bullying. I think he knows that
he,
Keyshawn,
yeah, he
Mason,
Keyshawn's definitely got that bully mentality.
yeah,
You know,
Mason's a good kid. I mean, Mason's, you know, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Both parents are part of his life. Very, very well mannered, very respectable kid. Doesn't really trash talk. He, lets his hands do the speaking, and he's not. You can tell he wasn't in a lot of team sports. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't have the trash talking, but I can't respect it because I saw Andy Cruz come up to you, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And he didn't talk to Andy Cruz like that.
Yeah.
He celebrated Andy Cruz losing.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It was
That's
it wasn't you who won. It wasn't you who beat him. You
yeah.
know.
He threw a
Um.
party.
Yeah. He celebrated more than Raymond Murataya.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Um. But I beg to differ that he thinks Abdullah is young and not ready yet. Because if you ask me, Abdullah Mason is more battle tested than Keyshawn Davis.
yeah,
He,
I can see what you're saying.
he's been knocked down. The fight where he won a title was a tough fight.
Yeah.
He's been to places where Keyshawn Davis has not been to.
Yeah. But I do think there a lot of those things came from a level of immaturity, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do think a lot of that kind of getting in those scraps, not having the defense in order. I think the Olympic pedigree that Keyshawn brings, even though like he might not have that many fights necessarily, there is a level of respect you have to give it. And I mean, you can see it in the guys they match him up with, the Jermaine Ortiz and the what's the guy's name? The guy from Ukraine, Lemos. Oh, what's the guy's
Yeah.
name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
With those kind of guys on his resume, I mean, there's a reason why he gets matched up with those guys. But I mean, De Los Santos is still out there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't
Yeah.
forget. So, but yeah, were you surprised that ESPN didn't pick up Top Rank?
No, I wasn't.
Are you okay? Let me ask you this: are you surprised with the direction they're going with MVP?
A little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Um, I I mean, you've seen like the I don't know, like do you think the direction is to like just take over women's boxing? Is that why they're doing what they're doing, or
I think that's what they're trying to find their niche and
yeah,
just kind of focus on that.
yeah?
Yeah.
And me personally, like I personally feel like ESPN has never truly done any combat sport any true justice on their platform. I don't know if you like ESPN Plus was kind of horrible with the way they marketed the fights. In
Yeah.
my they didn't show like edited like you have full fight replays, right? And then you have the full show replay. They
Mm-hmm.
never separated those two. I felt like they gave you the full fight like or the full show replay, but I mean like who wants to skim through the whole thing? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how do you get casual views like that? I felt like they never did Top Rank any justice. I hope with the zone, Top Rank can get some justice, and we can get the fights that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Top Rank had some like really decent cards. Like you had Oscar Valdez against Miguel Burchelt on regular TV or on that app. You had Oscar Valdez against Shakur on that app.
yeah,
Or I mean,
I mean you had Loma
it just
versus
wasn't pay per view. That's what I'm saying. It
yeah,
was either on the app or on regular TV. But they had some really good cards. Their undercards was a little bit lacking.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they got a lot of great prospects. I mean, Xander Zayas. It seems like they're gonna really push him. Now, I mean, potentially fight Teron Boots Ennis. I mean, homegrown talent. You know,
Yeah,
Tiger Johnson. They still have him. They got a lot of good guys, man. They got
they
a
still
lot of
have
good
Bruce
guys.
Carrington
Yeah.
and
They, and they have
Emiliano Vargas.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's looked pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, he's looked pretty very like really solid, So I I'm happy with the direction that they're taking. But do you think so you see this kind of like merger that DAZN is doing? Like, they have like 3 promotions right now.
yeah,
Do you think this is kind of like in response to like Zufa,
definitely. I think they feel some pressure.
So we saw Zufa do their first title fight card with Jai not too long ago. I love the show personally. I really enjoyed it. I kind of like how Paramount they do the live broadcast. Then you can like watch the fights individually.
Yeah,
Like I said, like that's how you You should market these guys. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what I love about the Ring YouTube channel. I mean, they release all the full fights, but they don't like release the whole thing. They release it
Yeah.
individually. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I just love having boxing on Sundays too.
yeah, I think so. But there was some controversy. I mean, Jai put on a clinic. He looked great, but he got stripped of his IBF title. Do you see a miscalculation that Zuffa might have made by trying to go like a war zone with these guys? Because now you're seeing these belts kind of be like, oh, it doesn't matter if you're paying your sanction fee. We don't like these guys, you know. So my point is, when you go to Zuffa, can you really be undisputed? You know, you can't. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you watched the presser with Dana, but there was something interesting he brought up. He was like, "Oh, normally I like to guys to stay on my contract or be in my company."
Mm-hmm.
So, do we ever see Jai versus Zerto? Do we see Jai versus Benavidez? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
I
just.
think eventually it'll. I think eventually Benavidez might sign with Zuffa.
But I mean, yeah, I we don't know what the business aspects, but I do know what these guys are saying publicly, right? And they did obviously the streaming world is like, you know, it's kind of iffy, but there is a clip of David and Ryan talking about Zuffa, and they're like, "Oh, I want to be undisputed. I want the belts." I don't know if it's WBC like pandering or they're worried about or watching what they're saying, but do you think when you go to Zuffa, you're giving up a lot? Like, for instance, there's been a lot of rumors about Richard Hitchinson. He's gonna have to give up the IBF title. I already know.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he should be stripped at this point.
Yeah, he should.
He's not fighting Durate. I mean, it is a shame that who's Durate fight? He's fighting the guy that fought Isaac Cruz not too long ago. What's the guy's name? Sergio,
Roach.
right? Roach. No, is it Roach? Durate? Who's Durate's fighting? He's fighting the let me search it up.
Isaac Cruz's last fight was Roach.
No, before that. Durate versus he is next fight. I think it's Firo. Is it Firo?
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, Angel Firo. That should be interesting. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of crazy what's going on now, you know. But what can you do about it? At the end of the day, Zuffa, they're the new kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? So
I think eventually they will be a bigger whatever organization, and I think it'll be huge. They're in the stages where I remember Strikeforce MMA.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, this is like this level where like the up and comers are going to Strikeforce, and those that are kind of like coming that used to be in the UFC or used to be in Pride and are on the back end of their career are in Strikeforce, and then that's where they kind of meet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zuffa's in those stages right now, and eventually it'll get to the bigger stages.
Yeah, I think knocking out their first stadium show or like one of the bigger live events is gonna be for them. I think because I think that's what 400 people that's in that Meta Apex thing. Yeah, so 400.
I think the Conor Ben fight's gonna help a lot to get there, just to branch off into doing other events outside of the Apex.
So my question with the Conor Ben thing, he's scheduled to fight Regis, but that's not under Zuffa, right? That's with Netflix, right?
But I think Conor Benz has a contract with Zuffa for that fight.
He does, but I mean, is it a Zuffa fight though?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, so like I don't know if he's gonna do that, then fight on Zuffa. Like I don't know if that's how it's gonna go, but yeah, I mean, overall they get better and better. I mean, me personally, right now for me in terms of enjoyment, it's been Pro Box and it has been Zuffa.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing about it is it's the consistency, you know.
Yeah,
you can't beat the consistency. So,
yeah. And Dana White doing that, best fight of the night, or bonus for knockout of the night, where it really improves the product. Where you're not gonna get as what Turkey Ali Sheik used to call a Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, yeah, it's you see less of that for sure.
Yeah,
Uh, like you're always gonna eventually. I think you are gonna see it, but I think you see less of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You see less of it. So overall, that's been, I mean, enjoyable. But let's talk about the Thurman card with Fundora. How you feeling? What's your pick? Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Uh, I don't know, man. Like you always think back, you got to go with Fundora. Like logical choice,
It's
you got to go with Fundora. Height, reach, youth,
yeah,
all that stuff is like, how can you not see that he's gonna, be the favorite? But then I go back to that Brian Mendoza knockout that he suffered,
yeah.
and you could definitely see Keith Thurman doing something like that.
I mean, he's been practicing the overhand, right?
Yeah, you see him practice overhand right, he's getting older, but the last thing to leave a fighter is the power.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some good performances. I mean, he also beat Mario Barrios, and they're giving Ryan Garcia a lot of credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget that. And I mean, what's the guy's name? The Brock guy that he beat in Australia. I don't really count that.
Oh, Brock Jarvis, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, he's still a name. I mean, the guy has wins over Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. I mean, he's very slick. I think with his footwork and the angles, I think he can give Sebastian some problems. I mean, very similar to how Brian Mendoza tries to fight, but I think Thurman does it on a different level, right?
That's why he's alive. He's a dark horse.
Yeah, and let's not forget, man, this guy, he was a legit dude, man. I mean, yeah, Manny put the beats on him, but he's one of those guys that's like, he doesn't get enough credit, but I mean, he was right there with Earl and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like with those kind of talks of fighting those kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why he got the Manny and Pacquiao fight to begin with. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come for no reason. So, but Fundora though, I feel like something changed after that Mendoza fight. I do think now he's not gonna fucking jab you off the back foot and look like Muhammad Ali, but I do feel like he's added some wrinkles to his game, the inside, the uppercuts. I feel like he's doing a better job of keeping these guys at the end of his punches, putting the weight on them. And if he's not putting that long jab on you, he's super close. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing the mid-range game as much as he used to, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like he's breaking these guys down. I mean, what he did to the Booker guy.
Tim Tszyu?
Yeah, I mean, Tim Tszyu, broke him in the rematch.
He made Tim Tszyu just quit.
Ain't it funny that Tim Tszyu's calling another dude a quitter? You seen that clip?
No, I haven't.
Dude, I guess his brother or one of his cousins had fought, and he was talking shit to the other guy. But I just think it's a little funny, right? But with the matchup, I'm just like, man, he's impressed me. He's stylistically a hard fight. I mean, the length, the size, his style. I don't see a lot of guys beating Sebastian Fundora right now. So I do lean towards Fundora, but man, wouldn't it be a Cinderella story if Keith Thurman?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. You know the fight I see in about maybe 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Fundora moving up to 168, and if Hamza Shiraz is still there,
yeah, he can fill out. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I really do. His chin is a little suspect. I think that's
definitely
his biggest flaw. I will for sure say that. And I think another reason, boxing is one of those sports where you just got to bend your knees. You know what I'm saying? And I think Sebastian has had problems with bending his knees, getting low. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, even though you can fight tall, you still need to bend your knees, or you need to be bouncing around on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in the inside, I do think you need to bend your knees a little better. But I think he's made some improvements, and I mean, he has a decent resume. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Sebastian's going in here with only wins over Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
He's beating some guys. You know, so
Lubin,
yep.
it was a tough out, you know.
But eventually got him out of there though. He did get him out.
Yeah,
He broke him. So yeah, I mean the card's not bad. I think we were supposed to get was it what's the heavyweight's name? Was it Torres?
oh yeah, Richard Torres
Something.
and Frankie Sanchez.
Yeah, we were supposed to get that. But I mean, hey, this Jonas Tellus kid, dude, he is legit, man.
Yeah,
He's going to beat Brian Mendoza up, man. He's gonna put the beats on him. Young Cuban kid, man. I'm impressed. So, especially his last outing, he looked really good. Brian Mendoza, he's on a bit of a losing streak, right? Or he's lost
yeah,
a few top fights, right?
yeah.
And he
Yeah.
lost Bochuk.
I think Talis is gonna stop him at Mendoza,
Yeah,
and probably won't even go. Probably stop him like in the first half of the fight too.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, not a bad card. I think this is PBC's first card, right? Is it? This is no. Is it? Is it their first card of the year?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. What else did they have? Did they have anything in January?
I want to say they did, but I can't remember.
So I got on Prime. I finally got on Prime to kind of watch some of the old scraps back. I wanted to watch the Caleb and Resendez fight. Caleb playing Resendez. But yeah, they only had 7 fights last year. I didn't know they didn't really do a lot last year. You know?
No, it's all been pay-per-view, right? Ever since they left Showtime.
Yeah. So should be interesting. I do think this is their first card of the year. But I mean, what a card start, you know? So
yeah, I think PBC might be on the way out though.
Yeah,
you can't with the way the rest of everyone else is doing things, and you're still only doing pay-per-view events,
and you're paying to be on Prime.
Yeah,
it's not a contract. People don't realize that they're paying them.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, Kevin Newman, he's fighting on this card. He's training with Oakland's own Aaron Coley. So shout out to Kevin Newman, decent talent. I think he's doing his camp with Roy Jones, with their gym out there. So yeah, should be a good fight against Elijah Garcia. But yeah, man, I mean, PBC, they got a lot of talent though. I think that's what. I mean, they still have Earl under contract, right? They got Tim Zoo, they got Caleb Plant, they got. I mean,
they probably still have Tank if he ever comes back.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. They got Roach, they got Pitbull, they got the Charlo brothers.
Rolly,
and Rolly. Yeah. What did you think about Jamel pulling out?
I kind of figured he would.
Have you heard about the little psychedelic stuff?
No.
So yeah, something came out that I guess he's been having a pretty bad drug problem or whatever with like I guess shrooms. I don't know. But,
is it the same stuff that Wilder was on when he was? That's what he was saying before his fight with
He was doing
the Chinese Zhang Zhilei.
What was he doing? No, he wasn't.
He was doing something that he said that caused him to
do the spin moves.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, we got some good fights coming up, man. We really do. But yeah, man. I was a little surprised. Also, I'm excited for the Zurdo versus David Benavidez fight. I mean,
that might be fight of the year.
Yeah, I agree. But they replaced Jamal pretty quick. Do you think they do Jamal and Caleb Plant just to say F it, you know?
Yeah, I think I had a feeling. I didn't know what was going on in Jamal's personal life, but I had a feeling he would pull out because, it's a title fight, but Resendez is one of those like, what do you call it? High risk, low reward type of fights because he's not that well known.
Yeah.
and even if it's a title fight, you don't. A lot of people don't know who he is, right? So
Yeah,
I think he would rather like there's a chance that he might lose, he might as well just um you know have the Caleb Plant fight and get a big payday.
yeah. I mean, it's a good card. And I mean, they found a decent replacement. I mean, Jamie Munguia is a good fight against
No,
Resendez, and I
he's
think he gets him.
alive. He's live. He's a live dog.
I actually I got him beating Resendez. I think Resendez
I do
great
too. I do
great
too.
performance against Caleb Plant, but let's not forget he was coming off some losses. I think a lot of people, in my opinion, I think Caleb Plant laid an egg more or less than Resendez. I mean,
Yeah.
Resendez looked good. I'm not going to say he looked bad, but there were some things, there were some key moments where like he was catching them like with some check hooks, catch and shoot stuff, you know. But stuff that Caleb is a lot better than, you know, than getting caught by.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think Caleb's also probably on the downward slide, to be honest.
yeah. I think David, for sure. I think that fight with David Benavidez took something out of him. I think we kind of, and then I mean he went life and death with Trevor McCumbee. You know?
Yep. Went life and death with Trevor McCumbee. The Canelo fight was a lot, you know. And the David Benavidez fight really took a lot out of him.
Yeah. Do you think this fight for Munguia, it's a big one, you know, coming off the steroid allegation. I mean, not steroid allegations. I mean, popping for steroids. My bad.
Yeah, he's had a tough year because, you know, he got knocked out by a guy from France with like 5 knockouts or something like that.
And then he beats him, but
then beats him and then pops dirty.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's always interesting when I see boxers pop for stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. So the momentum definitely is with Resendez.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I just want to, I'm not sold on it. To me, once you've defended, winning a title and defending it is two different things.
Yeah.
Once you've defended that title successfully, then it's like, okay, you're a champion now.
Yeah.
That's how I view it.
Yeah. I do. Because we see a lot of upsets, man, but we don't see upset like long-term champions, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen twice. So if you're legit, you stay legit. So what do you think about David versus Zerto here?
I think I got David by late round stoppage.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the weight gain might be a little too much for him? Do you think he's going to put it on the right way?
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of him, man. He doesn't look too hot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the look, the cruiserweight look.
Oh, because he was, melting himself to make 168 in the past.
Yeah, but do you think, like, I mean, I obviously Zerto is also an inflated light heavyweight, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
But do you think there's like, okay, some diminishing returns, you know? Not in terms of like gaining crazy weight, not, affect. I don't know what his camp's going to look like. I do obviously want to see the finished product when he gets on the weight scale, but do you think he might come in there a little fat? That's kind of what I'm asking.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's
the only thing I'm like, yeah. But I mean,
I think PBC is really starting to market David Benavidez correctly.
Yeah.
And match him to a point where, they're going to put him in some tough fights, but nothing where he's not going to come out. He's basically I think he's one of their golden goose now.
All right, let me ask you this. Do you think they jumped the ball moving him up? Like
no.
Do you think they miss an opportunity to make a Bivol fight? Or a better be a fight?
I'm not sure I'm not sure Bivol matches well with Benavidez, man.
Yeah. So okay, all right.
But I think Better Be matches well with Benavidez.
Yeah.
Like that's a good fight for Benavidez, but I'm not sure if Bivol is a good fight for Benavidez.
Yeah, because I was talking about that with somebody. Because it seems like, I mean, for the longest time, Benavidez has been kind of like shafted because of the the WBC's relationship with Canelo and just I mean boxing's whole relationship with Canelo trying to protect their golden goose. But since he's lost, I feel like they're finally getting behind him. But I do feel like he had a lot of unfinished business at 175. You know,
Yeah, I
I
agree with that.
I think he was getting on a roll. I mean, after the Yard A performance, I thought I was like, okay, that was kind of his best performance at 170. A lot of people said he kind of got exposed, right? Like right when he made his debut against I think it's Gadziev. I think that's how you say that guy's name. Sorry if I'm butchering it, but the Ukrainian guy, the light heavyweight, right?
Oh yeah,
They
he was on Zuffa and he was winning the fight and got stopped, right?
yeah, him against Hot Rod. But yeah, like it's like one of those things where it's like I felt like finally I think Benavidez was figuring that weight class out, and I wanted to see him match up against Bivol, against Beterbiev. But I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. You want to protect him a little bit because
Yeah,
you want to make money from him, right? So
yeah,
you want to keep this train going. And I feel like finally he's getting some attachment from the Hispanic community. I mean, he's always had it, but now I feel like he's a household name. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So
I feel
that's
like
why I think he's been matched pretty. He's gonna be matched pretty well against Zerto because the matchmakers know that he's you know Tank. God knows where he is right now.
yeah,
I think next to Tank, Benavides is the next big draw in PBC.
yeah, I agree. Yeah. Um, yeah, I see what you're saying. And then we got Dorate fighting. What's his name? Yeah, Angel Fierro. Isn't it a shame though? Like to speak about Oscar Dorate, isn't it a shame that how Richard Hitchison truly ducked this man? He really got away with ducking him. You know,
Yeah,
I think it's a shame here. I mean, you get a IBF title fight opportunity, and now you don't even get to fight for it. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hopefully he gets another chance and Ferrero's no banana peel.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he gave Isaac Cruz everything he could handle, especially in that second one. So, it should be interesting. It's a good card. It's a good card. I'm excited for it. Oh yeah, let's talk about. We did forget to talk about it. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. What did you think?
I mean there's a reason why Manny Pacquiao's wife said you can come back out of retirement and fight this guy, right?
Dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. She legit said, that's funny you brought. She legit said, "Oh, you can fight that guy."
Yeah,
That's fucked. And I don't hate Mario Barrios,
I
but
don't either, but I'm just saying there's a reason why his Manny's wife said that your old ass can come out of retirement and fight this guy, and that's all you could do.
and but isn't it crazy the decline that he's been on? Like an actual technical decline. The Joe Gooseman coaching decision to bring him in. I mean, I remember when he fought Tank under Virgil, he
Yeah,
was way more technical. And he was way more active with his jab. I don't know what the game plan was against Ryan.
I
Like,
don't either.
yeah, and it's crazy because now obviously the way I'm looking at it, Ryan looks like the A side right after that fight, after getting the win, right? But I think a lot of people are failing to realize that yeah, he beat Mario Barrios, right? Marios has been doing his thing at 147. He's a champion, right? But I mean, I think there was a big debate. Mario Barrios might have been one of the worst champions in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just funny to me that I don't know, like, even though Ryan, to me, like everyone wants to fight him, Shakur, Devin, these things, but as much as I'm happy, and he looked great, right? I will give him his flowers. He looked great. I still think it's a little unfair to compare him to these guys like Shakur or
Yeah,
these other top guys, So
yeah. Like I won't go as bad as what Paulie Malignaggi said about Mario Barrios because Paulie Malignaggi really dogs him.
yeah,
But he just happens to be at the right place at the right time with the right title and has somewhat of a name recognition. to be, to keep getting called for these big fights.
Yeah, and I mean, like we said, Mario Barrios lost to Keith Thurman, and that was a Keith
Yeah,
Thurman coming off a long layoff. It wasn't like a prime time Keith Thurman.
he's made a lot of money though. Mario Barros has made a lot of money.
Yeah, he has. He's had a lot of big fights.
Just happens to be at the right place at the right time and has a title.
Yeah, I feel bad for him because I don't know if you heard, there were some rumors that he came in a little sick. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard from some decent sources. But obviously he didn't admit to anything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
but yeah, it was the coaching. I mean, Joe Goosen, I think he's so out of touch with, modern day boxing right now. The people talk about fucking Teofimo's dad, but what did he tell Barrios? You know what I'm saying? Like, get after him, give him the pressure.
yeah.
Nothing about using your lead hand, moving your head after using your lead hand. I mean, Mario Barrios was a sitting duck, man. Would I say it's the most flawless Ryan Garcia performance ever? He's had some pretty good performances, but he looked good. He looked good without what's the guy's name? Derek James. I will say that.
Yeah.
I he looked a lot better without Derek James. I will give Ryan that. I think me and you were talking about it. He didn't look too serious going into the Mario Barrios fight. He was doing a lot of like streaming training. He didn't really have like a head coach. He had his dad, and you know how I feel about the daddy coaches, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but hey, man, Papa Ryan did his thing. I can't lie. But is Ryan now back to being on the same level as a Devin Haney or these other guys at 147? Do we forget about the Romero fight?
I never viewed him at the same level as the rest of them.
Yeah.
I never thought he was part of that group.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. I feel like we kind of know Rolly, Devin out the bag. I think it's gonna. They just haven't. I don't think they have a venue or a date yet, but I think it's gonna happen, right? I think Shakur. I think he's gonna go back down to 135. Oh, is he still? Where's Victor? Where is Victor? Ah, my boy Victor. Let me see. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for Victor to come back. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if he's truly on that level. But I think we all know the matchups. Got Rolly versus Devin. I think Shakur is going back to 135. I think is can you hear me? Oh damn. I thought we had it back. Okay. I think we have some technical difficulties with Mr. Victor. But yeah, like I said, okay, got him back. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, Rolly versus Devin is probably going to be confirmed. I think Shakur, I'd like to see him fight O'Shaquie Foster, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I do think Shakur has something lined up, either at 140 or 135. I think he's going to fight. What do you think about a Teofimo Lopez versus Ryan Garcia fight?
I like that fight. I like the Rolly rematch. And I don't know why he called out Shakur. You don't need to call out Shakur. Like, those are problems you don't need. I mean, you make money on your own.
Yeah.
I would only fight Shakur if I have to.
Yeah. I agree. But I do think it's interesting that Shakur wants the hydration clause and doesn't want it at 147.
Yeah.
Ryan's a big guy, which I get. He is a big guy. It was weird. Like, I mean,
I don't think he even needs the hydration cause. I don't know why he wants. Yeah, I don't know why he wants it because Shakur would beat Ryan pretty easy. Like, I don't know how easy as Tiafimo, but I would give it about, I say 9 rounds to 3 or something like that.
yeah, but I do think there is a power factor. I don't know if you noticed it, but I feel like Teofimo Lopez lost a little bit of his power going up in weight.
Well, I never believed he had that kind of power.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But who do you think is a harder hitter, Tio or Ryan?
Ryan?
I think that there is a level, even with Shakur, I think there is a level of respect that he's like, okay, this guy can hit, especially with his left hook. So I do think that's why they're asking for the rehydration clause. And he's kind of long,
Yeah.
He doesn't have a functional jab, and I don't know how he'll use his jab against a high level southpaw, but I do think he is a bit of a tricky matchup, And I think that's why guys kind of like they try to break him down a little bit with the rehydration clause. And I don't know how big this guy's getting. That's something I'm actually interested to know how big he got. Because he looked big against Barrios, and I thought Barrios was going to be the bigger guy. Yeah. So there, I am interested in that matchup, but I would love to see him fight Tio though. I really do. I kind of want to see what level Ryan is.
Yeah, I would. I like to see him again redeem himself against Rolly. Prove in this order for Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney rematch to show that the first time, like maybe the same result, different result. I don't know, but to right the ship, right?
Yeah.
The Rolly rematch, and then Teofimo's would be my third choice.
Yeah. We're gonna see. But last but not least, let's talk about Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero. I mean, hey, Rolly's 2 belts away from undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all gonna have to start putting some respect on Rolly Romero's name, man. If he goes out there and cracks last chaw, Devin Haney.
Oh my god,
man! I got crayon eating Rolly Romero. But no, dude. I mean, hey, if he beats Devin, and then if he beats Lewis Crocker, which I think he
could beat Lewis Crocker.
I can see him doing that.
I'm just picturing the image of him holding 4 belts.
Who would have thought? Hey, you know what's crazy? They say Clarissa beats him. They
no.
But I don't want to talk about the nonsense with Clarissa. She's had enough drama on her own end.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff is backfiring on her. You see how karma works, y'all. When you talk that nonsense, some things come back to you. But this is an interesting matchup, though. So I didn't know that that Devin lost to Rolly 3 times in the amateurs. That's what I heard. I haven't seen it, but I've seen them spar, and Devin put the beats on him. Let me show you. Let me see if I can put this footage up real quick before we get off. But yeah, tell me about the matchup. How you feel about the matchup?
I mean, you gotta favor the guy that can box. This boxing.
Yeah, right.
But then at the same time, the guy that can box also has some issues with his chin. So
I don't know, man. Debo, it's not Devin Haney no more. By the way, I mean both these guys have transformed. It's Devo Dev, man.
Rolly has improved his boxing skills.
Yeah, he has. Right, he's under. He has the same coach as Carlos Adames. What's the guy's name?
The Cuban guy, Ismail Salas.
Yeah, he looks good. I mean that guy looks legit. Let me see if I can find this sparring real quick, but. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, he put the beats on him. I'll never forget this right here. This was some good work by Devin. Yeah. So I do want to see the amateur scraps if that's available, but you can just see right here. I mean, is it on the screen?
No.
Oh, hold up. Yeah. You can see right here. I mean, Devin is whooping him.
Yeah,
And
it
this,
looked like a video game where the one controller is not even playing.
yeah. Or you got the CPU on easy mode.
Yeah.
But now, do I think Devin's gonna walk him down like this? No, I don't. I mean, Rolly can hit. He got some ungodly upper body strength. I think a lot of that comes from the judo background. I think, but
Yeah.
He's built like a tank. But it is interesting though, man. There is a chance that we could see a Rolly Romero undisputed era. You know what I'm saying?
Can you picture him with all 4 belts?
I mean, if there ever was a time, I mean, this is his best shot. I mean, right now, if you're telling me if he gets a clean shot, even though Debo Dev, he's different guy, but if he gets a clean shot on Dev, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, no, Debo Dev is different. He beat the brakes off of Brian Norman. So both these guys have evolved, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Devin Haney is looking swole, man. And he got some of these guys scared. I mean, I was really giving Rolly some backlash, right, for ducking this fight originally, but I think he got put in a situation where I don't know if you saw his mandatory, but his mandatory was trash,
Yeah.
So he had to fight some Ukrainian guy, and that Ukrainian guy probably would have put that's Rolly dropped. I that might have been someone else. I don't think that's Rolly, but he would have put the beats on Rolly. But I mean, we've seen the Haney team underestimate people. We saw whatever you want to say, drugs, this and that. I mean, blocking the left hook got nothing to do with some steroids. You know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion, right? That's a technical thing. But Devin, he seems like he can swat a little bit at 147. Different guy. But and I don't know, he might take a better shot. Don't you think it's crazy? He seems like he's filled out for 147, right?
Yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like he it doesn't look bad on him for sure. But yeah, man, I don't know. I gotta see these amateur fights,
Yeah, I do too.
I don't believe it. I really don't. But that's what I heard. Let me search it up actually. Let's find out. Devin Haney. Because now if if Rolly Romero got the wins in the amateur, I mean, you gotta start saying, man, does he come here as a favorite? You know what I'm saying? Man, but yeah, man, it would be crazy, bro. Like honestly, man, if Rolly gets 4 belts, man, that's an inspirational story. I mean, anyone could do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not even Tank could say that.
Yeah, right. You got some bragging rights.
You got some bragging rights over Tank.
Yeah. Amateur fights. Yeah, okay. All right. So this is what I see. AI. There is no public record of a former amateur fight between Devin Haney and Rolly Romero. Okay. But there is sparring footage for sure. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. You see, okay. Let me not call him out on the live, but I am gonna call out Mr. Ramon. Sometimes Ramon be lying, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Ramon be lying, man. Sometimes Ramon be lying. I'm just gonna keep it like that. But man, there is a chance that Rolly Romero might just go stupid and walk through every jab of Debo Devs and just try to smoke him. Never know, man. If you watch Friday, maybe Rolly is the special version of Craig, if you catch my
That's
drift.
possible.
Yeah. But yeah. But on the other side, this would be such a great win for Devin Haney. You know?
Yeah.
And I am rooting for Devin to win the fight because I want to see him fight Ryan. I think that's it's a
Most
great,
logical.
yeah, right. And I mean, that's a lot of belts. Those guys. One thing about, you can say whatever you want to say about the Haneys. They be jumping people, they sue people. One thing they do is not duck smoke.
That's
Yeah.
actually who Ryan should fight. The British guy with the other titles.
Oh, is it Lewis Crocker or?
Yeah, Lewis Crocker, and then Haney and Rowley get it on, and the winner, and then you really have undisputed.
Yeah, Lewis Crocker's not gonna get that fight, I don't think, man. Yeah, that's the. I mean, hey man, Lewis Crocker, he's not nothing special, but man, people be slipping on banana peels. If Ryan slips on a banana peel there, he is cooked. I think they would be more comfortable with Ryan losing to someone like T.O. than Lewis Crocker. I don't think they could forgive themselves if they make that matchup.
I just think that then the Haney fight will be huge.
Could you imagine? We saw Dorate put Ryan on the ropes, putting the pressure. If Lewis Crocker get the inside, break Ryan down, it's over. It's a wrap.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it would be the most embarrassing thing. I mean, for the WBC, for Mr. Suleiman. I mean, Suleiman, he'd have to be on suicide watch. You know what I'm saying? Bro, yo, let me tell you something about that Ryan fight. Did you see how they had like a celebration for him for finally getting the belt? Did you notice that?
Yeah.
It was like a crown jewel. It was like Ryan Garcia, the Mr. Undisputed. Finally. Whoa, man, Ryan Garcia. It was like, as I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, he is getting pandered. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I get it. He brings in the eyeballs. And I do like the matchup between him and Devin. So hopefully that gets done. But hope you guys enjoyed our second podcast. We had to knock this out. A lot of boxing happened. So hopefully we talked enough about some of the great boxing that happened.
Yeah.
These
Next episode, probably we can talk about the heavyweights, Wilder and Chisora, Moses Atama.
Crybaby Wilder, man. Crybaby Wilder. Hey, man, I'm going to leave it like this. Derek Chisora, when he whips him, I'm telling y'all, we need to do a public watch for Deontay Wilder. I don't know what he's going to say next, but we got to make sure nothing's going on with Deontay Wilder. We got to make sure he's safe. And we also got to make sure, let him know that he got cheated by Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if Chisora wins, it's the egg weights, y'all. It's these.
I'm heading to Reno this Sunday, so I'm definitely going to be looking at the sports book and putting down a few bucks on Chisora.
Dude, he's going to knock him out. He's going to knock. This dude is crying. Have you seen Deontay's crying about the Tyson Fury fight? He was crying. Yeah. He said he went to therapy.
Yeah. So, I'm heading to Reno this Sunday, man. I'm definitely gonna be at the sportsbook trying to lay a few bucks down on that fight, and along with a few others.
And Victor, I just want to let you know, if anyone that's not supporting Deontay Wilder is a white supremacist, you know. You're part of the system, and we all know that Deontay Wilder is the true heavyweight GOAT, and he was cheated, each time. So, but nah, man, he is Malik Scott still training him?
No.
Okay,
they never mentioned who his trainer was.
Yeah,
or at least I haven't been keeping up to see who his trainer is.
You saw the Usyk announcement? What do you think about that?
Novelty fight.
Who now? I'm aware of the guy Rico Verhoeven. Now he's one of the greatest kickboxers ever, but he's going to get his ass whooped respectfully. Did you hear what he said? His top 3 or his next 3 fights are going to be. Said Rico,
yeah.
Winner of
Wardley.
That's not a bad fight. If he fights Wardley, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Right? And then Tyson Fury for the 3rd time. Like, who wants to see that?
Yeah.
No one wants to see that. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that probably next week.
Okay.
we're gonna try to get this more, kind of
Yeah.
rolling. But hey, man, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are gonna watch on the replay, watch on the replay. But yeah, see y'all. Appreciate y'all. See you, Vic. Have a good one. Okay.
All right. See you later.